So this video is about complex fractions. I'm going to do a couple examples. Everyone loves fractions, I know that. So a complex fraction is a fraction in a fraction. There could be multiple fractions in one fraction. So there are a few examples just listed on the screen where there is either one fraction in the numerator, one fraction in the denominator, or there are multiple fractions all over the place. What I want you to keep in mind is that a numerator is just divided by a denominator. So if you think of a fraction as a division problem, that will help you here instead of being completely overwhelmed by looking at all of the fractions in front of you. This first one I'm going to simplify. That line should be longer there. So we have 2 over x plus x over 4 in the numerator, and we have x plus 1 over x in the denominator. Now, like I said, just think of this as division, a numerator divided by a denominator. So what I'm going to do is just rewrite this as a division problem to begin with, but just make sure your numerator stays together and your denominator stays together. So I've got two things divided. Whenever you divide fractions, remember keep, change, flip. I'm going to do that eventually, but before I do, I want to have a single fraction divided by a single fraction, and right now I don't have that, so I'm going to go ahead and make a common denominator between x and 4 so that I have a single fraction before the division sign. My common denominator is going to be 4x. I'm going to multiply the first one by 4 over 4. And the second fraction, I'm going to multiply by x over x. So that gives me 8 over 4x plus x squared over 4x. And so that will be the numerator that I had before I wrote this as division. So writing this out, I'm now going to do keep, change, flip. Now, the only thing I can do to simplify this is cancel out the x in the numerator with the x in the denominator, these right here. So I will cross those out, but what I'll do is multiply it straight across as well, just to show you that those are going to cross out. So this is in factored form. I'm allowed to cross out those x's. And this is the final answer. So I'm going to do one more example. If it loads. Okay. So this time my numerator is x plus 1 over x squared minus 1, and my denominator is x over x minus 1. Just like before, I'm going to write this as division. I already have a single fraction divided by a single fraction, so I'm going to go ahead and keep, change, flip. When you simplify, you want to factor if possible, and then you'll be able to cross stuff out. Maybe. The only thing I can factor is x squared minus 1. That is a difference of squares. Square root of x squared is x, square root of 1 is 1. So now I've got an x minus 1 over an x minus 1. Those will end up canceling. Same with x plus 1 over x plus 1. Now, this is something I see all the time. The answer is not x because x is in the denominator. If there's nothing left in the numerator, there's still a 1 there. So your answer is 1 over x.